All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out. As you can see, that is all the show that's under the Playmakers Blog Network. Check them all out, whatever it is, whatever sport you like, check them all out. We got something for all you. As you just saw, the foundation, the intro to Flagrant Foul has been made. As again, yet again, shout out to my good friend Cole Johnson for that. I love it. I am thankful for it. And as you can see on your screen, we have the Golden State Warriors on here. And as we have the Golden State Warriors on here, as you can see, they are in the favorites out session. As of right now, they are literally 16 and 18 on the season. They are 11th in the West. They are fifth in scoring at 116.7, so they have no problem scoring the ball as they never did. 20th in rebound with 42.7 rebounds. First in assists. They lead the league in assists at 29.4. And they are 26 in opponents' points per game at 117.6. This is why you're 2 games under 500. The opponents score more points than you. But why is that? That is because, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, the Golden State Warriors lost road games against the Charlotte Hornets back in October 29th, a road game at Detroit on October 30th, road game in Miami on November 1st, road game at Orlando November 3rd, and a road game November 4th at New Orleans. But that was just the beginning of it. And as you can see here, they give up 120 to Charlotte, 128 to Detroit, 116 to Miami, 130 to my Atlanta Magic, and 114 to New Orleans. But it gets better. December 13th, you gave up 128 to the Milwaukee Bucks, and that was on TNT. 125 to the Indiana Pacers. 118 to the Philadelphia 76ers. We won a road game at Toronto when you dropped 126, but then you faced off against the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets in back-to-back days. The Knicks dropped 132 on you, and then the Brooklyn Nets dropped 143. 143. 143. Now, I'm going to let y'all think on that for a minute. Did you have enough time to think on that one? Did you have enough time to think on that? 143 to the Brooklyn Nets, 132 to the New York Knicks. I mean, it's abysmal. Just abysmal. And by the way, let me dive more into this game. The New York Knicks, when they played on December 20th, all right, Jordan Poole scored 26 points. He shot 8 for 18 from the field, 2 from 8 from 3-point range. Klay Thompson, 11 points, 5 from 12 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3-point range. Jordan Poole was a minus 27. Klay Thompson was a minus 28 against the Knicks. Brooklyn, Klay Thompson didn't play. Jordan Poole, 13 points, 4 for 17 from the field, 1 for 11 from 3, a minus 31. Minus 31. Steph Curry has been the man for the Golden State Warriors. 30 points, 6.6 rebounds a game, 6.8 assists per game. But as we all know, he's currently out with that shoulder injury. He will be re-evaluated in about 2 weeks. Somebody else that's been out is Andrew Wiggins, 19 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. He's been out too. So you can say injuries has been a part of the reason why they've been struggling. But it's more to it than that because they were struggling on the road with Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry. I'm gonna show you why in a bit. Klay Thompson is what he's averaging thus far this season: 18 points a game, about 4 rebounds a game. And then Jordan Poole, he's averaging 19 points a game with 4 assists a game. So that's what they're averaging. However, on Christmas Day, when they got back home, as we already know, they dropped 123 against the Memphis Grizzlies. And Memphis had John Morant, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks, Jeremy Jackson III. They was healthy. Steven Adams. And yet the Golden State went in on Memphis. as they say, a rivalry is brewing between these two because this is the best they look. But Golden State was at home though. You see Jordan Poole 32 points, John Morant 36 points. It's interesting to see, right? All right. But I'm gonna leave that right there for right now. Here's the problem. Golden State Warriors, they are 3-10. I mean, they are 3-7 their last 10 games. By the way, do I have that up there? Let me see. Do I have that up there? No, I do not. So let's go back. Let's go back early. This right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 games are part of that 3-7. Okay. And including Memphis. At home, the Golden State Warriors are 13-2 at home. On the road, however, 3-16. 3-16. Now, I want y'all to really think about this because we are talking about the Golden State Warriors here. We're talking about the Golden State Warriors. At home, they average 120.4 points per game at home. How many points did they score against Memphis? 123. On the road, however, they score an average of 113.7 on the road. That is a 6.7. That's a 6.7 points per game difference from home and road. At home, the Golden State Warriors shoot 48.8% from the field. On the road, they shoot 46.8% from the field. 3-pointers at home is 39.4%. On the road, it's 36.9%. They are a plus 10.6. They are a plus 10.6 at home. They are a minus 10. Okay. In the games they won, which is mostly at home, 123.1. In their 18 losses that they have on the season, they average 111. That is a 12.1 difference from wins and losses. This is solely fragrant from the reigning defending world champions that I had to do it. And shout out to my good friend Brian Snow for allowing me to give me the okay to put the flagrant foul on the Golden State Warriors because this is flagrant. When you home, you are a dominant team. But on the road is where we scratch our head. Because if you recall, ladies and gentlemen, in all the playoff runs and the championship that Golden State has won in recent years, we knew you have to take at least 2 out of Golden State because they taking 1 at your place. We know for a fact they taking 1 at your place because they just that damn good of a team. They are a good road team. What has happened? What happened? Now, this is before Steph Curry got injured. This is before Andrew Wiggins got hurt. Y'all was still losing these road games. And fragrantly losing. Let me go back to it again. Look here. You guys literally lost to my Orlando Magic, which is one of the worst teams in the league. You lost to the Detroit Pistons, which is one of the worst teams in the league. Nobody gives a crap about the Charlotte Hornets, but you lost to them. Okay? These are the teams you lost to. Okay, we can understand Milwaukee. We're not going to harp too hard about Indiana. We can understand Philly. Toronto is one of those teams too. New York. No, the thing about it, you got 132-94. And then you followed back up against the Brooklyn Nets 143-13. You got beat by 38 by the Knicks. And then you get beat by 30 to the Brooklyn Nets. Before you played Memphis, you got beat by a combined score 68 points. This is supposed to be the reigning defending NBA world champions. And this is what you're giving us on the road. This is not what we expect from the reigning defending champions that are the Golden State Warriors. Now, nevertheless, they are the reigning defending world champions. Steph Curry will be back. Andrew Wiggins will be back. Klay Thompson will be back, and he will start playing more like Klay Thompson. Draymond Green is still part of the team. Kevon Looney is still part of the team. Nevertheless, But still, that is fragrant of how pathetic y'all look on the road compared to home. Now, with that being said, you see this stretch here? All home games, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home games. You're already on an 8-game homestand because you beat Memphis at home already, so you 1-0. You got Charlotte coming up tomorrow. Should be 2-0 because I don't think Charlotte can hang with y'all. Then it gets interesting because here comes the Utah Jazz walking in. And then December 30th, it's the Portland Trailblazers. New Year hits, we get past New Year's Day, we get back to it because January 2nd, here comes Trae Young, Devontae Murray, and the Atlanta Hawks. January 4th is the Detroit Pistons. You should take care of Detroit. And then January 7th is my Orlando Magic. You should take care of my Orlando Magic before you have another meeting with the Phoenix Suns. And last time y'all met them, it was in Phoenix, and it wasn't a fun one for you guys. Okay, so you should have 1, 2, 3 easy wins. And the other 4 could be tricky because Utah can put the ball in the bucket. Dame Lillard is back, and Portland can score at anybody. Depending on what Trae Young you get, you don't know which Hawk team you're gonna get. And Phoenix Suns, yeah, that's a bit of a rivalry with y'all too. So never could get that. But at home is not the problem. So let's just say y'all go. Let's go 5-2. You lose to Philly, and you lose to Phoenix, and you lose to Utah or Portland. So you go 6-2 in your homestand. That'll put you at 22-20 after January 10th. You'll be above 500, 2 games above 500 at that, instead of being down 2 games over 500. And then that's when the interesting question is, because after January 11th, you have road games again. At San Antonio, January 13th. At Chicago, January 15th. At Washington, January 16th. At Boston, January 19th, and at Cleveland, January 20th. And y'all have not been looking good on the road. You should be able to beat San Antonio, but who knows what kind of team gonna show up on that one. You should beat the Chicago Bulls, but it could be one of them games where Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan might actually play well together for once and actually destroy y'all because y'all are already defending champions. You should beat Washington, but you never know with Bradley Beal. Then that leaves their final rematch round 2 with the Boston Celtics, the last one of the season, because they was already there. And I believe Golden State won that game. But right now y'all go back to TD Garden where y'all won the championship at when you closed them out at. And then you go to Cleveland, who has been balling their tails off lately as well. So you have a nice 8-game road stint at home. You have a nice stint at home at World. You already started off World by beating Memphis at home. Now you have 7 more home games going into the new year. And then after that, you have 5 more. You have another road trip coming up. As I said, they score 120 points per game at home. So expect at least 115, 110 at the very least for the next 7 games with Golden State at home. But on the road, you're scoring 113, about 114. But that comes back and hunt y'all on this road trip that is shown on the screen right here. Golden State. And hopefully by then you'll have Steph Curry back and Andrew Wiggins back, so that should help. But nevertheless, Golden State, y'all road team play is so flagrant that even Snowman had to tell me to do it. Get it together on the road, because we know what you can do at home. Get it together on the road. Please, get it together.